Thanks very much, Bill. This is nice. This actually reminds me of a great celebration we had a couple of months ago when we were welcoming back our national championship football team. It was a reflection of the great things we've done as a university. I was sitting next to Congresswoman Beatty, and I was freezing. So it's nice to have these opportunities. Appreciate it very much. Well, thanks first to Bill and Gary for your vision and for the great examples you've been to us and to many generations of Buckeyes to show what we really can do and what But for Ohio State really means to ourselves, to our community, and to the broader world, where you've been such contributors and continue to be such innovators and such an inspiration. So thank you, and another round of applause if we could for that great vision. You know, as a university, we keep getting bigger and better, and we're very pleased to be able to dedicate this building and honor to the memory of Dr. Joseph Kofalt and all the great work that was done so many years ago. As I say, we're getting bigger and better. Actually, you can see us getting bigger and better just off on the north side here, so we really are continuing to grow. And this particular building is a real triumph of that effort. The buildings, the physical plant that we have are really places for people to come together and to do special things. But they themselves have a life, a planning life, an organizational life. They contribute to the beauty and the feeling of the campus. And in this particular circumstance, we have a wonderful, active, modern building, energy efficient, that has its layout constructed in a way that people will be working together more, will see each other, will interact in ways that are spontaneous, and we think help for a better sharing of ideas. And also then brought together functions that were in for the less efficient, less useful for these purposes buildings on campus, and they all come together into one. And so it's a great example of how our planning and how our people and how our purpose all can come together in a facility. It's a great thing to celebrate. And the name is not so difficult either. The chemistry and chemical molecular chemistry and engineering and bioengineering chemistry building. Better known as CBEC. I think will be the home of about 400 faculty and student scientists. I had a chance to tour the building a few weeks ago, and there really are amazing spaces here, multi-story places for doing special laboratory research, and a really collaborative series of rooms for people to be able to come together and do that great work. We teach for Ohio, but we do research for the world. And the ideas and the solutions that are developed in this particular building will really be important to us here in Central Ohio, but really all around the world. You'll see such things as a stunning 71-foot-long hexagonal LED light installation. This was done by internationally renowned artist Leo Villarreal and was funded by the state's Percent for Art program. So many thanks to the Ohio Arts Council, which directs this important public art program. Ohio State's Facility Operations and Development team deserves our sincerest thanks for making this beautiful building a reality. We're also very grateful to our contractors. Pelley Clark Pelley, Gilbane, and Santec shepherded us through a complicated construction project, and let's give them all a hand. One of the really nice things about working with our designers and our architects and contractors and people who build our buildings is they see the purpose of our building and really care more about it than just putting things together. The fact that they're building something that is for the future, that is a pathway to the future, seems to really inspire them to do the very best work. And we're able to have magnificent facilities like this that we're very proud of and that we're proud of for many years to come. And let me also say that CBEC definitely expands opportunities for collaborative research and discoveries. It attracts top faculty, postdocs, and graduate students, and leverages large-scale grants. Lisa Hall, the H.C. Slip Slider Assistant Professor of Chemical and Biomolecular Engineering, recently received the NSF's top award for junior faculty, a 5-year, $475,000 award. And a round of applause. Wonderful. And Ohio State has a strong commitment to expanding the number of women in STEM-related fields and to fostering diversity and inclusiveness in every corner of the campus. CBEC furthers Ohio State's dedication to this inclusive excellence. with Dr. Andre Palmer and Dr. Susan Olsek leading CBEC. There's no room for exclusion. CBEC is about bringing many people together for promising research. Thank you very much for your effort. And finally, CBEC came together, or brought to fruition with collaboration from public and private supporters. It grew out of support from generous individuals like Bill and Gary, but also from investment from the state. This investment in innovation doesn't stop here. CBEC research is heavily supported by industry, state, and federal grants. We're very grateful to two individuals who we have with us today who understand the importance of this type of public-private partnership. Senior Vice Chancellor for the Ohio Board of Regents, Gary Cates, and Congresswoman Joyce Beatty. Give them a round of applause, if I may. CBEC perfectly aligns with the continued commitment of the Chancellor's Office to integrating higher education into the state's job creation and workforce development efforts. So let's give another vigorous round of applause to Senior Vice Chancellor Gary Cates, who'll come and say a word to us, but thank you so much.
It's an honor for me to be here today, and to all those who are gathered here in the roles that you play. Let me say the greatest two words that we could say to anyone, and that's thank you. To President Drake, to the foundation, to the faculty, and to the deans, and all the guests gathered here today. But most importantly, to the students, who are our future. One might say, why do you have a Congresswoman standing here wrapped in CBEC? Well, Dr. Drake, it took the chill off. But the real answer is, it's about partnership. I wear this t-shirt proudly because it sends a strong message that when you put people together in government, whether that is state government, whether that is education, or whether that is the federal government, we not only make news, we make history. When we stand here today, I think of CBEC as being the horseshoe of innovation. A place where students can come, whether they are in chemistry as a chemist or whether they are chemical engineers. And today I stand here proudly telling you that just as you're making an investment in this institution, I will be making an investment for you in Congress. Just a couple weeks ago, we were submitting our appropriation dollars. And I was never so proud to see the request from your faculty and deans to us asking for millions of dollars. And let me just say in our last cycle, $480 million came back to the Ohio State University. Let me just say, it is so important to all the private sector individuals who are here for us to continue to have private and public partnerships, because that's why and how we stand and gather here today before the CBEC Building. The new CBEC is investing in the future. And this is critical because we live in an innovation economy and we must invest in basic research. I look forward to seeing the amazing breakthroughs that will occur in this new facility that will save lives, cure diseases, and solve the currently unsolvable. While this is only a building, it is a building that will allow our best and brightest to explore their ideas and create a better and brighter world for all Americans. And since I want you to remember this, I am Congresswoman Joyce Beatty, and I approve this message. Thank
you. With a simple ribbon cutting. So we are doing something different. We have Angie Miller Lab supervisors are at CBEC to ensure we're following the proper safety procedures.
Thanks, Elena. Senior Vice Chancellor Cates, will you join Congresswoman Beatty on stage, and Dr. Lisik and Dr. Palmer? But that's only 3, and we have 4 class. Prudence, you already have goggles on! Alright, does everyone have their beaker? Are we good? Alright, let's try.